Wow. Hello, Danne.
So, James.
Welcome back to the channel. We've got you here enjoying some juice.
Yeah.
Love the juice. After your top 8 finish at Battle Hardened Auckland with Briar, how did you feel about that?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not first. No, okay, just joking. You know, I have a top 8. I think I got pretty lucky with my Swiss rounds though.
Oh yeah, what'd you play against?
So I got 2 prisms. I mean, I don't want to be mean, but that won a little bit in my favour. I played the mirror. I saw a channel before he did, so
It's always good.
whack. What else is there? Bravo. I think I had a channel Force of Nature turn. Not a lot of decks can really deal with that one. And I lost to a 5. I lost to 2 5s in the Swiss. And then in top 8, the same 5 who nuked me on camera round 7 did the exact same thing
At the same time. Turn 1, turn 2.
Thank God Stubbies is gone.
But that quarterfinal match was pretty close.
No, the quarterfinal was.
He was at 1.
Yeah,
you were both at 1 and you nearly got him if you just drew one of your outs. But
well, I was going to keep a blue in my hand and he was on 1 and it was awesome. And his last card happened to be a double strike, so he fished the last card out of my hand.
Yeah, and then it just locked out from there.
Yeah, I was hoping to, because I still had 3 Sigil Sufferings in my deck that I was hoping to get to. Like, we did have outs, but no, we didn't.
Yeah, so you're saying the 5 matchup seemed a bit unfavoured?
Well, they just snap everything and you take like most of your life. Like, it's awesome. I kind of wish I was doing it myself.
Oh, well, we might be seeing you on that in the future, but
yeah, I'm looking to look at fire. I've been playing Briar for a while. Might give it a wee bit of a break for Nats.
Well, so let's go run through exactly what your deck looks like, shall we?
Sure.
And
we're back.
Yeah, we're back. So let's just talk through.
Also, in the Swiss round, I also did beat 1-5. But anywho, this is your stock standard armor. This card's been amazing. It's relatively well. It's not that new, but still new. Been loving it every minute. Rosetta, yeah, that's all pretty straightforward. Don't really need to explain that.
But you're liking Crown of Providence? And
yeah, that's so. I've been noticing people have been snapping it a little early, but then also it can just like save your entire hand.
Right against the Command and Conquest that would normally wreck you.
So this is the deck. It's 52 cards, and then my sideboard is just I side 8 cards when needed. I'll just go through the blues first.
So you're always playing these 52 cards then?
Always 52. So basically, after every game, I side out the 8 I don't need, so that next matchup I'm ready just to flick 8 in, ready to go. Nice. We all know about this card. Love this card.
Everyone's always loves getting a Force of Nature fused at them.
Yeah, so I'm on main board, I'm on 19 blues with 2 more on the side, but we'll get to that later. Burgeoning. People ask me why I play this. It's just because off a blue, you can play this and have a resource left over for sword, basically.
Right, so if you can give a lightning token with this, then it's just
easy. I'm only playing 2 of these. I think I just fiddle with the numbers. Love this card, best card in the deck.
Time of Harvest. You're thinking you might cut down a little bit if you were to play the deck more, or
Time of Harvest? No, I love that card. Or you mean blues?
No, just like having less times because they can be a bit clunky if you.
Honestly, like no, love that card. This card, no, a lot. To be honest, 80% of the time, this is a I block 4 card.
Yeah, but it's good to have more block 3 non-attack actions.
No, it blocks 4.
Yeah, well, yeah, it will block 4, but
or it's yet again another get me out of trouble card, which it has done a lot of work. This is just your standard Earth stuff. Some more pumps. That's my blues.
You usually just play this as a get a lightning token.
Sometimes, yeah, or pitch.
Keeps your mountain heroics alive.
Yeah, that's the blues. There's nothing really too spicy there, except for maybe the numbers on a few things.
Yeah, pretty kind of even split, I guess, with attacks and non-attacks as well.
Yeah,
a few more non-attacks.
A few more non-attacks, but then I wanted a couple of extra attacks just so I can sometimes fish them out with sonatas.
Yeah, exactly.
Gorganian Tome. This is the favorite card when you see Revel in Runeblood. That's just obvious what that does. Best card in the deck.
To draw 2 cards off this sometimes. Or
I've never done it. I've never done it.
Not when Briar's less of a deck now.
Yeah, no. This is best card in the deck. We all know this. This card gives CNC +3. It's hilarious. Yeah, it's hilarious. double checking.
And makes it pretty easy to give you your embodiments because people can't block your arcane, and they just you get it guaranteed.
This card, I've seen it fish in and out of lists. I just, honestly, most of the time, since I have such a high blue count, more than your average Briar, I always do it for 4. Or do it for X is 1, so you look at the top 4. So normally at least get 1 out of it, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think if you can, you pretty much always want to look at the top 4.
This was a grateful addition from the last one, not this set, the one before the fest. It's been great. This is like one of the great combos in the deck.
And the great thing about this is if you can sort of combo it with a Bramble Spark, then it makes it self-buff by doing the arcane.
Yes, I have had that come up, and then it's hit, and it's managed to get the embodiment and then given this go again. Not even just the +1.
Yeah, that's also true. And then Mount Heroic triggers it as well. So
Mount Heroic triggers everything in this deck.
Triggers your opponents as well.
Triggers your opponents, yes. Snatch, well, make Snatch for 10 or 13, draw a card, pretty good time.
Snatch with go again.
Scar
solid.
Is great.
Yeah,
E-Strike.
Natural go again cards are just no-brainers, aren't they?
90% of the time, like 99.9% of the time, unless you're an Oldham, I always pick draw a card.
Yeah, because if you get more cards, you just get to do more damage.
Well, it's all about just cycling through the deck as fast as you can so you see more channels. Just because it can give itself go again, always a good tool. I'm only playing 2 of these. I'm not playing any Exude Confidence or anything like that. I just found this to be, I don't know, more useful for some reason. I don't really know why. I just like this card more. Maybe it's the artwork.
Give it some more go again. You like to put this on top of the deck with.
I've gone pulse. Put these two on top, and by that point in the game, if you're pulsing, you've probably followed with a couple of blues.
Yeah.
So do a couple things. Give this go again. Arsenal this. It's pretty good value. All right, that's the main deck. Nothing really.
Let's move it up this way.
Move it up. Alright, so I sort of have this rough little situational thing going on in my head. So it's sort of like an either or sort of thing I've got going in my head. So do I want CNCs? I play these. If I don't want CNCs, I play these. That's sort of how I've sort of worked myself in my own head. So this is an either or system going on there. I got null 3 equipment, but that's because well, mostly just Icelander. If you just, I don't know, pay the tax, eventually she just bleeds out and dies. Or if you just a little bit. This is Evergreen. This is, well, your Dragon Poppers or your Oldham, just to stop you fatiguing you.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a good old Drone of Brutality.
Nothing wrong with a bit of a drone, yeah. If I want to go fast, I sort of play these. If I want to go a bit slower, I play these. Yet again, this is the either or system.
Right. You got 3 other Revels then?
This other one I've only really ever brought in for like Oldham. Like this is just blunt damage, and I sometimes run my deck a little bit over just to not get fatigued. Yeah, just a one-off pulse. That's sort of self-explanatory.
Kind of like a Remembrance-esque card.
Remembrance-esque, yeah. I actually did play Remembrance at one point. I found it to be average as shit in this deck. So if they're gonna block me and I know they're a defensive deck, I play Lightning Press. Getting another either-or card. Yeah, this one. And if I know that aggro is aggro, and I don't really want to block, but sometimes it's best to soak up a wee bit of damage, I play this. I mean, it's a 5-point swing.
Yeah, that's true. Especially as I don't think a lot of aggro decks would bother playing Arcane Barrier against you, would they?
No, they don't. And I've blown a few people out them not seeing this coming. I mean, a few people up north thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah. It kind of put it out of their minds, like it's not really a card you would expect to see that often.
Yeah, so either or.
And this is control.
No, this is control. Or dragons.
You wouldn't put this in against anything other than a Bravo, or I guess not even a Bravo,
No,
like just an Oldham.
Literally, this is like high on Oldham. These 2 cards are pretty much high on Oldham. Yeah.
Alright, so
another thing I didn't do is I actually wish, so I did beat 1 Fi in the Swiss is because I actually played these.
Interesting.
And I managed to catch him with them. Whereas the first round I lost against the Fires because I didn't play these. And I'm like, someone said you should probably play CNC against Fire. I'm like, actually, you're probably right.
So you wanna like when they're trying to go off on their like first couple turns, you just CNC them and completely throw them off.
You're hoping to snag a bloody out of war. But yet again, those last 2 games, he just didn't even need an arsenal. He just went, blah.
Yeah, that's true. Just 4-card hand, don't even care.
And these are my tokens, super important.
Very important. Always good to keep the game state.
I always make sure these are in different sleeves and show them to my opponents to make sure there's no squirrely stuff going on.
Right, so with the old numbers of some of these, like some people don't quite like all these lightning presses, but you think they're necessary for pushing the damage over the blocky deck?
There's like, say you've got some relevant on hits you want to enforce, they make them happen. I mean, I know because people were just scared about whiffing on their sonatas, so stop being greedy and sonata for more.
Yeah. Yeah, because this can throw off the old sonata for 3, but if you're sonating for 4, you're much less likely to not find something, although it does happen.
I believe I've killed an Oldham player named James Gilchrist when I believe I double I double lightning pressed him. It was a good time. Didn't see it coming.
Yeah, that's always feel bads for me. But maybe you could run us through 1 or 2 like really nutty lines that you like to do with this deck. I know you like doing the old Force of Nature fused into Mount Heroic or whatnot and things like that.
And then you go Coax.
Broken stuff.
And then you draw 2 cards.
Coax and you draw 2 cards and you like.
And then here's the snatch.
Get a Quicken.
And then here's that snatch you were hiding with the Quicken. Yeah.
Down to that and then you're like, oh.
I've literally 0 to 0'd somebody before. Yeah, it was, yeah.
But the deck's pretty angry, but it can also grind a lot, and it's definitely got legs even against the most icy decks. And
yeah, well, my favourite part of these just the sideboarding options. Like, I mean, these are just extra. Honestly, they're just extra blues, but sometimes they're just extra channels. Or, drone got banned for a reason.
So like with this here, it's almost like I've got 5 Mount Heroics. Or maybe 6, even with the Candlepole.
Yeah.
Not that you might have enough reds to support all those Mount Heroics.
Oh, I got plenty of blues.
Yeah, even the blues become real threats towards the end.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, your opponent's real low, but you're still attacking for 7. Go again with this or something, or 8 here. It's pretty solid. And Earthlaw Surges actually makes for some
that card's been undercover real good. I was on. I mean, early iterations of Briar, we were on red of them. This is before the Lightning build came out. I mean,
red Earthlaw Surge hype.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it now, but like when Briar first came out, Cam Goulet and myself were looking at this quite heavily.
That deck was playing a lot more expensive cards and trying to get some blossoming.
I was this close on blossoming until young Jack Witt told me about this, and I was like, I thought he was memeing. I thought it was a joke, and then I actually looked at him like, dude, you're not wrong. But I was looking at blossoming because I wanted a 4th and 5th popper for dragons.
Sure.
And I was playing a race face, but I just felt it was, garbage. In what I'm trying to do. It's probably still good, but it's fine, but it's not what I'm about.
And this is another Earth card that you could potentially use to keep down.
So this actually came up. This was pretty funny. So, I start the turn with a channel and embodiment. I play this off a blue, right? I pitch a blue for a rune chant. I do an attack and another attack. And I have go again. And then I pitch this, red, to sword them. I start the turn with 2 channels in play and Arsenal and 4 in hand.
Oh. And they're obviously...
they died.
They're crying.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Most Briars are on 12 Earth Blues. I'm on 16, but that's because I want to. When I play a channel, I want it for the 3 turns, not the 2.
You're just on more blues in general, right? You were finding that a lot of other Briar players were surprised by the amount of blues you're running.
Yeah, well, yet again, in the local meta, there's Alexi that I like playing. We got a few Icelanders, 1 Oldham, but like I don't like being snowed down, so I'll pay the tax man and up my blue count.
Yeah, it means you can not be so scared about taking a Winter's Whale to the face and then...
Oh yeah, no, I can eat hammers. Well, I mean, no, I can't. But
you can't eat them forever, but it means
like,
you have...
I can pay the tax man.
You still have action when you have Frostbite. It's funny, even when I was playing Wizard against you and you're just like pitching Arcane Barrier 3 and I'm like, how am I supposed to win this race if you're just pitching blues every turn?
Yeah, I didn't find Wizard to be too much of a problem. Problem like 5.
Probably the heaviest blue aggro deck I've ever seen.
Well, there was this deck called Chain, I believe. He was on 25
Yeah,
blues.
he's a combo deck though, right?
Yeah, he was on 25 blues.
Right, so you kind of took inspiration from your old Runeblade muse as a
Yeah. Oh, just yet again.
template, you know.
I just like paying for things.
And then not paying.
And not
Paying 0 for 21 damage.
Also, like I've had it. Another reason my blue count went up is I'd draw this card, I'd go Arsenal, and it would sit there for a turn. I'm like, where the hell? Like I would draw the blues, but I wouldn't draw the earth ones, and I'm like, I'm not going to play this for no value.
No. Not going to just play it with a
And then
pitching
lose.
a sift and then lose it straight
Yeah,
away.
no, not about that.
The
life.
first turn of Mount Heroic's always just mediocre, right? Or at least as bad as it gets.
Oh, it's pretty good.
You can do like one, maybe 2 at most attacks with it on turn 1.
Yeah, obviously. But it's definitely better the second time round.
Alright. Do you have any other cool stories from the weekend that you wanted to bring up? Any cool plays?
No, not really. Most of it was on stream. I thought it was pretty cool watching Danne kill Marnie. I enjoyed that because he was talking mad shit about Kano, and even Danne, I believe, said was a bit. How am I supposed to win this one? That was cool to see.
Yeah. If you want to see Dane losing to Fi on stream, you can check out the old videos from the live stream. Yeah,
and I have there's lots of gameplays of me playing Briar. If you want to have a little look back, but basically been the same list for a while now. Cheers, thank you everyone. Any comments, suggestions, or any tips or any ideas you might have for me?
Any questions about Briar? You come here and we'll tell you.
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm an expert. We could all share information.
That's been playing for so long, you've picked it all up.
Yeah, but I'm all about sharing information. If anyone's got any good ideas or I'll see. Maybe give some feedback for everyone. Cheers.
Oh, cool. Thanks for sharing, Dan.